I think there's some substantial activity during the last quarter in the medical office segment. Most notably, we've had a number of properties, not just in medical real estate, but throughout the Columbus market that have been distressed and have been kind of working their way through the system. And what we had last quarter was a number of those properties actually go back to the lender, which means that there's a pricing adjustment for those properties. The lender's typically highly incentivized to move the properties. Very unfortunate, obviously, for the folks that were involved in those projects, but it does present an opportunity for medical practices looking to purchase buildings. That, to me, is the most substantial development. In excess of 50,000 square feet went back to lenders during the most previous quarter. And then the final stage, obviously, is someone buying those spaces, and so we saw some substantial price reduction in a 16,000 square foot space across from Dublin Methodist Hospital, which transacted for about $33 a square foot. Originally they were asking about $150 a square foot, so that's a major reduction. So I think that's really the big story. Vacancy did go down slightly during the previous quarter. There's some shuffling around. You have Cardinal Orthopedic, who moved into about 19,000 square feet up by Polaris, which helped reduce vacancy, but in turn this quarter they're going to be vacating a couple of offices in the Westerville area, so that's going to drive it the other direction. I'd also say that Pediatric Associates put up a new building in Pickerington, but they also vacated other space. I would say during the last quarter of the year, some of the more notable transactions was Cardinal Orthopedic, who had previously closed on about 19,000 square feet up by Polaris, actually moved in, so that impacts vacancy in the sense of driving it down. Pediatric Associates down in Pickerington went into a new building, and both of those are kind of shuffling things around. The Pediatric Associates left another building in the Pickerington area. Cardinal Orthopedic consolidated from a couple of sites in Westerville, so vacancy, although it's down, I don't see it as a major trend. I see it more as the deck shuffling around a little bit. Advice for those buying, selling, or leasing is going to differ depending on what their situation is, what they're looking to do. If they want to be in the market and they have an opportunity to buy based on what I said about the distressed assets, it's a good opportunity to buy space. On the other hand, I would say that it's also a good opportunity to renegotiate their lease with their owners, particularly if they want to extend the term. If they want to stay in the space longer, they may have 2 years left, but they're okay with staying for another 5 years. It's a good opportunity to do that. It's certainly a great opportunity to get out there and look for space, because owners are still feeling a lot of stress. It's still a tenant's market very much, which creates a lot of opportunity.